But the Eds, they always tend to know when I'm going to the store. So today I went to the store, okay, and it's something up about why they like to linger when I come to the store over there by the vacuum, the car vacuum, the vacuum cleaner is at the stores. They love to be just sitting up there. They ain't doing no vacuuming. And they always seem to be on waiting for me to come around. Okay? I'm going to make this quick. But I think there's a high level witch, warlock, practitioner. And I think something's up with this connection. I'm always seeing sometimes I've always seen these Georgia cars part of my gang stalking, y'all. I don't know what the connection is, but those Georgia cars, tags, y'all got to watch out for them Georgia tags. Now, I'm not saying this because of whatever. I've been monitoring, I've been taking tag numbers way before I came to the city. And that's why I say, you guys, I pay attention to patterns, I pay attention to signs, because God gives us all discernment. But it's always been either a down south tag or a Georgia tag. Before I even moved to the city, y'all, before I even moved here, I was always being watched and monitored by either a Georgia tag or a down south tag. Something in that. So we got to be careful about these destiny swappers, these miscreants, these people be on demon times, these witches and these warlocks, okay? Because they don't really have to even drop down in your city. They can make phone calls to their network, okay? But it's something about that. I have a spiritual intuitive feeling that the head witch is from Georgia, okay? And this is not to offend anyone, okay? If it don't apply, let it fly. If you ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, then this message is not about you, because I'm not talking about anyone specifically, because I don't even know who the hell I'm talking about. This is a spiritual intuitive message. I'm speaking about what I've noticed, because I do pay attention to patterns. I am a pattern recognition individual, spiritual intuitive. I am a pattern recognizer, okay? And I don't know why. I don't know why my spirit don't want me to keep saying pattern recognizer. But I am. Okay. But the thing is, I felt like I've always been, for a while, being tracked and monitored and harassed by some high level witches from Georgia and down south. Okay. I don't know. I haven't put my finger on it. I got so many battles and spiritual battles I'm going through. Some of this stuff I be saying, I believe it's that. I believe it's them. You know what I'm saying? But I can't say this because I'm not out here trying to defame anyone. But I know how people attack me. And the way you know who's attacking you, chosen ones, is how they attack you. I went to the store, and every time I go to the store, 9 times out of 10, so that means that I'm not always right, but majority of the time I'm right. They like to park their vehicles there and watch me cross the street. And like, dumb, you on camera on both sides, okay? But the point is, they're doing it covertly and overtly at the same time, and they're using, and the guy was in so much red, I couldn't help but notice it. I guess, red is a very vibrant color, and it's a noticeable color, and I love red. But colors can be used for good, colors can be used for bad. Colors are a tactic of witchcraft, spell work, demon time, gang stalkers, and Eds. You're being stalked and harassed and gang stalked by Eds. Okay, one of the Eds or some of the Eds might be a group of witches and warlocks. I'm just saying, this is a spiritual intuitive message. And this is why they're getting away with all this ritualistic abuse. This is why some of them are getting away with this sacrificing of innocent individuals to their father, the devil. And God already told us in the Bible, their father is of the devil, okay? But the individual, now I'm not accusing this person of being a gang stalker, a witch, a warlock, or anything. I'm just using symbolism. All I could see is the red cap, the red shirt, and the red vehicle. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I really came around the corner, and that was the first thing I noticed, because I'm gonna always look over there, because I know they're working in teams against you, chosen ones. So you have to be a pattern recognizer. You have to be able to, like, if you're being really truly stalked by these people, you know these people are in vehicles. That's how you know they get away with a lot of this traffic. Okay, they're getting away with a lot of this targeting of you, because 9 times out of 10 it's just you. And they're in vehicles and they're in groups, and this is how they always catching up with you. See, the head ed may be demonic. Not all the head eds are demonic. There's some earth angel eds out there, but there's some spiritually demonic eds out there trying to get you, and try, because they even say we're gonna get her. I heard the entity say, yeah, we're gonna get her right in my home. Yeah, they got me watching both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're gonna take her we're gonna take their monetization. All this stuff, I'm telling you, they be speaking, and they don't give a damn if you hear them or not. But this is the stuff I be saying. Some of these eds are witches and warlocks, and they working for the eds. Because we know some of the stuff that's going against some of us chosen ones, black Americans. When we go after our justice, we want, and we be trying to go after our blessings and all this stuff like that. The head witches and warlocks put their team together to suppress you and oppress you and persecute you, and put you through some ritualistic abuse, and put you through some of these humiliation rituals. Because don't you think by now, if you committed a crime, you wouldn't be already where the eds put you, or where the other people put you? No, these eds trying to sit around and watch and monitor you and stuff like that. Because a head ed, maybe a witch or a warlock, been fucking with you. A head ed could be a doctor, a dentist, a nurse, anybody, any a teacher, a public speaker, a clerk, an attendant, a supervisor, a manager, a caseworker, a psychiatrist, a sociologist, a psychologist. Could be a 18-wheeler driver, could be a narcissist, a demon, a imp, a witch or a warlock, a confidential informant. These eds are everywhere. They could be community paid community stalkers. I bet you if you call the sheriff department, the police department, they in your city or your county or your state, you might hear that they have a community gang stalking program. And that's how these damn demonic individuals and monitoring spirits get their debit cards. Oh, glory be to God. Whoa, this is a spiritual message, child. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, for real, like, I know what I'm talking about, and I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't want to be sued. Because guess what? I am not defaming anybody's character. I am using spiritual intuitive insight. I'm using news and critical analysis and critical thinking. I'm doing this for education, entertainment, and spiritual awareness and spiritual warfare awareness. But y'all gonna figure out who that practitioner, that witch, or that warlock is, who demonically set some individuals up and put them in prison. And that's just what it is. And that's a spiritual message. All praises be to God. For real, facts. because they're working in teams, and they have resources to do it, and they done it. They did it. And I can't wait till the truth come out and God reveals these devils, these murderers. I can't wait, because these people have done some real wicked stuff. Whoever these people are, I don't know. But I know one thing, and one thing for sure. They ain't working by themselves. Group of them, and they may have had the resources to hire these fucking gang stalking perp men to get it done. But a head witch woman is the head shot caller. My live stream on end. I ain't clicked that. I ain't finna end nothing. And I'm a tag reader, and I believe, and I know for a fact that situation happened in Georgia. And all of a sudden now these Georgia tags be popping up. These down south tags. It's something about destiny swapping and somebody benefiting from that destiny swap. And that's all I got to say. And the family gonna find the answers, because I'm gonna help them. Glory be to God. I'm gonna help you. And that was confirmation.